to first championship, Las Vegas, old man. That's it. That's it. It's time for qualifying. Let's go! Qualifying time, and let's see whose rolls of the dice pay off the most. Aston's fight against McLaren. This race is so important. Into turn. Oh, no! Oh, good grief. Christicle on a bicycle. Fernando Alonso. His lack of synapses have let him down. That's an accurate face for Las Vegas. But into turn one, he thought he had enough downforce. Tries to correct it, but swat. Well, actually, hold the phone a second here. Because I was going to say, but if you look at the timing screens, there was hardly any gap at all. Perez putting Max Verstappen to the sword there in qualifying. Leclerc not far behind, the pair of them. So in Ferrari's conquest to beat Mercedes in the Constructors, that's so important. Lance Stroll P10 ahead of Oscar Piastri at least, so that's great news for us, somewhat. The gaps as you look down though are minuscule. Look at that. That's absolutely, we're lost. We are plumb last. And you know what? You know what it is? Aston Martin bought an upgrade to this weekend. It promised 500% more downforce. Unfortunately, they got the numbers wrong. And for Alonso, that only means one thing. Well, two things. One, he's old, and the other, well, we're lost. So not a super Saturday by any stretch of the imagination. But in the race, we are cooking. 5 red lights! Lights out, and away we go on a corner. That's weird, but we got great traction and purchase against Logan Sargent. He's washed and surging down the inside of Hulkenberg and Guan Yu Zhou. Almost contact made with Albon, but the inside line, look at the momentum we have. Breezing past him and Daniel Ricciardo. Up 5 positions in a single straightened corner. That's an excellent start for us. And our conquest needs to continue, but Ricciardo piling the pressure on us. We turn defense into attack, spearing down the inside of Kevin Magnussen. He's filing a restraining order on me, but the register can wait as we're going to dive down the inside of Valtteri Bottas. Great confidence here on lap 1. We're not waiting around for 1 second as Tsunoda's next to be gobbled, and Piastri is already in our crosshairs. And in the McLaren and Aston Martin duel to the death. This is exactly what we need to see. 1 McLaren in our sights and points just on the horizon. We head for the first time to the Las Vegas Strip. And albeit, even though it is the longest straight and we have such great slipstream, nothing happened for the rest of the lap. Why do I bother? It's okay though. Piastri, the Australian ahead of us, and because he's Australian, all the blood has rushed to his head, which means he's got no other time to think about this wonderful telegraph. Down the inside we go. I'm no newspaper man, but he was a crap Guardian. Goodness me. Absolutely sailing past 1 McLaren. Almost in the points already here. Next target, Pierre Gasly in the Alpine car, and just ahead of him, our teammate Lance Stroll. So by no stretch of the imagination is this race over before it started. Yes, Las Vegas, well, we know the AI are cheating nonsense. However, out of the corners, we are a lethal weapon. Although there goes Gasly into Narnia, so what's the point, really? We're going to just watch him sail off into another chapter of the Last of Us Championship, to be honest with you. Nothing to do here, although Stroll is being gazumped by Gasly. That's not good news at all. We need him to stay ahead. We need him to have as much of a gulf between himself and Piastri as possible. The compromised exit for Gasly means we actually hit the back of him. Luckily, no damage, and we carry on. Big slipstream, and charging down the inside of Gasly. Stroll, our teammate, is next. We're going to waste no time whatsoever as we dive down the inside. Stroll holds it round, but as we come out of turn 1, that's it. Into P9, 2 points to our name already here in Las Vegas. The gamble is paying off handsomely. Meanwhile, a replay of the start, of course, Verstappen starting on pole. Lights out, away we go. Immediately tries to defend, but Perez has got a great start. Perez moves ahead of his teammate down the inside. Verstappen on those mediums, Perez on the softs. The tyre offset, if you need any other prime example of just how powerful the soft tyres are, Perez gazumps his teammate through turn 1 and gives Leclerc a healthy slipstream. Plans to put a car between himself and his teammate Leclerc. Round the outside of the right-hander. Be careful, gents. Don't plummet into barrier. That will be very embarrassing. But Charles Leclerc down the inside of Max Verstappen into the left-hander. No answer from the Red Bull man, although he's trying his utmost. Leclerc has the momentum, and now he can try and set his heights on Perez. I think I was actually created with English being my secondary language, which makes me wonder what the hell my primary language is. So let's not think about that. Esteban Ocon is next up the road then, who actually did very well in the real-life iteration of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. So I'll give him a clap. Right, no more celebrations. Time to search and destroy. Oh, wait, we've already searched. Time to destroy. Slipstream on Ocon. Yes, he's got DRS as well. We're maxing out in a straight line. We've got such low wings. Ocon defends gruesomely to the inside, so we accept his compliments and gazump him round the outside. We run rings round the Frenchman.
You made it look so easy.
Well, thank you, engineer, although you did interrupt me, so you're sacked. But our engineer paying our compliments handsomely there as we get round Esteban Ocon round the outside. Almost claustrophobic with the walls at every single nook and cranny of this Las Vegas track. But we make the most of our opportunities like we always have done in the last to first championship. And we make our way up now into P8, doubling our investment once again. And we're coming towards Lewis Hamilton with interest. That's probably not my best line of commentary, I'll be honest. Into the right-hander, though, we protect Ocon on that DRS straight, and I'll explain more about why I'm showing that straight so much in a little bit. Down the Las Vegas strip we go, though, and we couldn't get past Hamilton, because look at the DRS train we have, pretty much all the way from that McLaren of Lando Norris down to, well, past us even. Look at that hungry, crunchy caterpillar. That's not the name of the book, and I don't really care. Perez actually claims the fastest lap. Him, Verstappen, and Leclerc are going tooth and nail for this. Oh, no, they're not. What's Leclerc doing there? Oh, no. Charles Leclerc down to 5th place. And that goes to show just how vicious the Las Vegas momentum is. As here's my problem. Out of the first 2 corners, we seem to have absolutely no pace. But our caveat is that we have absolutely no downforce, which means, really, with the amount of up thrust we have, we should fly and cut corners, and that would actually win us a race. Into this left-hander, though, and you can see, look, tooth and nail fighting. It's a McLaren and Ferrari. We hit Hamilton in all the confusion. We do get past him, but that was a massive hit. Somehow no damage, and we're somehow in P7. Good grief. Leclerc is in the doldrums. Lando Norris has blitzed past him in the straight line on the strip. So does George Russell. Here we come charging in. Leclerc goes to the inside. There's every single chance we can get past the Monegasque man through this little section here. Just keeping the car on the road, really. The amount of downforce we have, we'd actually have better downforce in a kayak than in this F1 car. But using the slipstream again on Leclerc, we won't give this up, but nothing doing. Our pit window opens on this lap, but for now we have to sit behind the prancing horseman, who is now going to gallop away into these corners. A bit of a slide through turn 1. We've learned how to do turn 2 a little bit better. Keep it to the inside, compromise the momentum slightly, but we do get that tighter line and a bit more confidence in the car. Hamilton all over our diffuser, but once again we defend successfully as Leclerc tries to dart out of the slipstream. What are you, a kamikaze squirrel? Here we are, the Las Vegas strip though, and Russell and Leclerc's fighting means we are right on the cusp of potentially grabbing not just Russell's position, but maybe Leclerc's as well. We are charging up. We're coming in like a tactical nuclear penguin, loaded with ammunition on the way in, and coming in with a boom on the way out, down the inside of both of them. Into the left-hander, it's 3 wide. We are the last of the lane breakers, and we're through. Into P5. Lovely little double overtake on Russell and Leclerc, fighting amongst themselves. They don't expect the Spanish Inquisition. So into the pit lane we go. Make sure we actually slow down and not spin the car in the corners. But now the question is, can we make it purple? Yes! Thanks, Ronaldo, again for deafening me. But that's the second to last time he has that opportunity in this challenge. The good news is Norris actually got held up a little bit, so we are just a tiny bit closer than we were before. Out of the pit lane we go. Russell all over the back of us. So it's not like we've gained much time. If anything, Russell's gained time on us somehow, as Norris can now escape. Right, he's gained 5 tenths. You cheating, cow pole inhaling nonsense. Anyways, further down the order, end of lap number 6, just as a replay, with Logan Sargent. And he's in the points! The American dream! I'm kidding. He's... Oh, for God's sake. Well, that was predictable, and oh, good Lord, Leclerc is onto us as well. We've used the slipstream of Russell very well. Leclerc tries to go round the outside. We actually give a little bit of a smooch to Russell's diffuser. Stop that right away. Good news is we've only been displaced by one car, and our vehicle is absolutely fine. So slipstream once again then, we're actually lifting off to try and get DRS off Russell. Even though we could have had a massive slingshot into that corner, the others come in, and Hamilton has been held up massively. But Sainz is on, and Verstappen, they're both on the hards. Right. What's going on then? Clearly some pit lane espionage has been going on with some of the prancing horse boys. Max Verstappen clearly copying their rulebook. DRS on Russell though, and we don't actually go for the move. It's very easy to do that, but at the moment he's actually got pretty good pace. And the three in front of us are actually starting to fight. Well, I say three, just Verstappen and Norris, because Red Bull have a hard on. Anyway, slipstream on George Russell. This is what I wanted to do. Down the inside. Fastest lap is ours. And P4 is ours in this race. Excellent stuff. We've bided our time brilliantly. Leclerc is nowhere near us two. We've created a gap, and we're going to try and stick to the plan now, where hopefully Verstappen and Norris begin to fight. At the moment, nothing doing, and all we have to do for the time being is stop George Russell from getting past us. So let's see what everyone else is up to. It's that time again, ladies and gents. It's the Lewis Hamilton show. Lots of cars to overtake after the team buggered his strategy, but he's certainly not buggered the driving down the Las Vegas Strip. Again, probably not my best choice of words, but 3 wide into this corner. That's going to get a bit hot under the collar. Lewis Hamilton, though, goes round the outside. That's unbelievable. The Alpine and the Ferrari, man, are left to fight amongst themselves. Sainz on those hard tyres has no purchase whatsoever. Hamilton, though, has invested into P7, and it's only going to get better here. Sainz has absolutely no pace, not even close to DRS range on Hamilton, who actually is going to breeze past Charles Leclerc. And in the constructors' dynamic, as we're defending very harshly against Russell, my word. That was borderline attempted murder, but Hamilton easily passed Charles Leclerc. So Mercedes on the march then. Oh, for God's sake. Why every... I'm so happy. It's happened again then. George Russell has opened his flap. Why... I don't think I can say that on YouTube. The point is, he's got back past us again. Although with slipstream, we're going to hang back here. Just bide our time. Although Hamilton is now within DRS range. So this race is far from over. In fact, it being over is completely out of the question. What I thought was going to be an easy run on George Russell has now become a bit of a ding-dong battle. Put it away, George Russell. No one wants to see it. If you've commented saying that you do, you're sick. Lap number 11, though, and we're at the Las Vegas Strip. We've kept up very, very well indeed with Mr. Georgie Porgy Russell. And Lewis Hamilton is very close to us as well. So for Russell, it could be double trouble here. Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton, two of the absolute best in Formula 1, are going to have DRS. Are going to breeze past George Russell, I have no doubt. Hamilton, using our slipstream briefly, goes to the inside of his teammate as we easily get past ourselves and Lewis Hamilton, both charging into P4 and 5 respectively. We're absolutely flying in this race as... Oh. Well, we don't have the fastest lap anymore. Oh well, who even cares about that point anyway? It's not important against our charge against McLaren. No, of course not. What is important, though, is we're within DRS range of Lando Norris. Him and Verstappen have been battling furiously. And the question is, can we keep in that DRS? Yes. Oh, yes. We smell an obscene amount of blood on the penultimate lap of the race then. Myself and Lewis Hamilton have managed to, well, pulley ourselves along into DRS range of the battle for P2. Max Verstappen versus Lando Norris. And my word, what a spectacle this could be as Norris is on the move. Down the inside he goes with DRS. He's easily past Max Verstappen. A comfortable move for the McLaren driver as the Red Bull man settles in. And we are settled in. Our target is firmly locked. And with only one more lap left in this race, as long as we keep close enough, we are feeling extremely confident. We're just watching. For some reason, my multifunction display came up. I've no idea, but Verstappen back in the move again. Down the inside. Surely not. He's trying to go around the outside on the hards. We're keeping a watching brief in case these two screw it up. Verstappen through into P2, though. And let's not forget, Lewis Hamilton is waiting in the wings as well, in case all three of us capitulate. Look at the speed he had into the right-hander. We defend that successfully. It's not harsh. It's fair and square racing. Although I personally identify as hexagon. Norris is not done yet, though. He's trying to fight back against Verstappen. Take back what he thinks is rightfully his. Of course, he got DRS on that straight. Verstappen got the move done, well, too early in his world, really. He wanted to have that DRS to easily defend that position. But look at this. Norris still trying to go for it down the inside. Again, we're keeping a close brief. A very, very close Hawkeye on all of this. Our telescope is well and truly out. I am so sorry for saying that. But look at this. Verstappen again didn't hold back. He's conceded. He thought track position was good. Look at our speed. Past Lando Norris. Past Max Verstappen. P2 in the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Lando Norris could get past as well. It's disaster for Max Verstappen. Into the final few corners. Hamilton can even try and get him. We had to go slightly wide in sympathy. Norris was so close to hitting us. Look at, oh my word. A massive snap. Hamilton won't get Verstappen. But my God, what a tense final lap. And it ends in P2 in the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Aston Martin are jumping for joy. We outscore McLaren once again. So important in our chase for fourth place in the Constructors' Driver of the Day. What a phenomenal final lap.
Brilliant stuff from Red Bull today. What a superb victory. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. It's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
Whoa, Red Bull won again. Who expected that? Although, once again, Sergio Perez, king of the street, is back on top. Everyone else sweeping the floors at his feet. What a drive from the Mexican driver. Got out of all the drama, drove his own race, and drove it bloody well. Kudos to Lando Norris as well. Only his second podium this season, unbelievably, despite the speed he's had in that McLaren car. But we're going to just watch this back straight once again of the perspective of Max Verstappen as we absolutely breeze past. Here comes Lando Norris like Saturn V. There he goes on the right-hand side. And just to add salt, Hamilton tries to go down the inside at this left-hander. He done it down around the outside, should I say, before. Verstappen, though, harsh racing. There's Norris getting in a twizzy, so close to losing so many points there. Verstappen, though, with the psychological boost out of that final corner, manages to beat out Hamilton. But my God, what a race that was. That was absolutely unbelievable. P2 for us from last on the grid in Las Vegas, where I'm pretty sure the AI are notoriously extremely quick. So I'll 100% take that. I'm running the same difficulty as I normally do. No dubious, oh, he's running 94. No. Close to 110 difficulty I'm running on this game. And that's all the confirmation you need. I don't need to show you anything else. Obviously, you believe me. Let's look down then. How has Zhou Guan Yu managed to still finish last? What the fuck? Anyway, in the end, the points gain Aston Martin have isn't actually that much. It's only 1 point, so it's minuscule. Because Oscar Piastri got 9th in the end. Ocon, kudos to him, managed to get 8th in the end. So, lots of scenarios to play out. Let's see how it all looks, though, before we head into Abu Dhabi. Here we are, then. The Drivers' Championship standings. And Max Verstappen, well, obviously, absolutely indomitable. But it's Perez who will be feeling very happy indeed, as he has officially secured 2nd place in the Drivers' Championship. I've ruined that. Can I do it again? But congratulations to Sergio. He deserves it after the impressive drive in Las Vegas. Charles Leclerc, though, has secured 3rd place, which is good news for him. But 4th, 5th, and 6th is where it gets very fruity. George Russell just now 2 points ahead of his teammate Lewis Hamilton, who himself is only 6 points ahead of Carlos Sainz. This was not Ferrari's proudest weekend by any stretch of the imagination. While in the constructors it might look like a foregone conclusion, the drivers' standings is a whole different kettle of fish. As we look down as well, I mean, Alonso and Norris probably are going to stay where they are. Gasly's done very well to be a solid 9th place, but between Bottas, Piastri, Ocon, Stroll, even Alex Albon, hardly anything to separate them. So, one good result for any one of those drivers, and things could get very tasty in terms of who claims the ultimate crown of 11th place. Constructor standings, and I mean, Red Bull have absolutely stomped everyone. It's not even funny. However, okay, Ferrari and Mercedes is not a foregone conclusion. If Ferrari both DNF, and Mercedes get a 1-3, at least, with a fastest lap, then they will beat Ferrari to 2nd. That's not going to happen, though, is it? I've been thinking this whole time it's like real life, and Aston are actually chasing McLaren. Wrong! It's McLaren that are chasing us. 16 points now the gap. We gained 1 point and another podium to the Aston Martin team's credit. Alpine are the only other team to break into the Centurions mark. They have 101 points to their name. The gap between Haas, Alfa Romeo and Williams is still yet to be settled. Like I say, a good result for any of those teams could swing it in anyone's favour. But we'll have to wait until the finale race. Will there be any kinds of surprises? Well, you'll just have to wait and find out. Thank you very much for watching the penultimate round of the F1 23 Last to First Championship. And what a spectacle Vegas treated us. Why is the lights broken? If you did enjoy this race, then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here or haven't done so already. What kind of surprises will be in store then? Will Max Verstappen win in Abu Dhabi? Yeah, probably. But you'll have to wait and see on that front. Until then, whatever the next video may be, I once again thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. And until next time, I'll see you soon.